So hello there, my name is Paul Bayliss. I'm the lead developer for sellyastuff. I have 14 years of cold fusion development experience, and about 3 years ago I built a clone of TradeMe, and this is how my relationship with David began. So what we have here is a full working system, which is yet to be skinned with a new look and feel. The skinning has been partially done, but we focus mainly on the functionality at the moment. The skinning is actually the easy part. So what I'm going to take you through now is just to create a listing. We're going to create a car listing. Let's call it Mustang. SKU doesn't apply in this case. SKU will be for other sort of items like clothing or general items like that. And you'll see here we have a drop down box for either listing this in community or for a particular store that may have been created by the user. In this case I have a store loaded called ABC Limited. So I'll load it for that store. We won't be auctioning this item right now, but I'll do that shortly. So the asking price in this case, let's say 55,000, because Ford Mustangs are pretty amazing vehicles. Allow offers from potential buyers, we'll say yes. This allows potential buyers to offer, to make a cash offer basically, instead of going through the auction process. Allow exchange, this allows the buyer to offer an exchange of product or service or whatever they'd like to exchange in return for the item. And these are your standard payment and shipping fields. In this case we'll say the buyer must pick up. We don't know the shipping cost just yet. Accepted payment methods. These are the standard kind of fields that you'll see on TradeMe or any auction site. Now here under item details, these are special fields relevant to vehicles only. For different items, if I had chosen an item of clothing, for example, we might see attributes such as color, size, that kind of thing. But in this case we have vehicle related attributes which automatically display once I have chosen vehicles or cars as the category under which I'm listing. So in this case we'll choose Ford Mustang. These are related fields, so if I'd chosen Dodge, for example, I would get different models. So Ford Mustang. Let's say 1969. So there's a whole range of attributes that we can add here. We don't need to do them all. I'll just do the necessary ones at this stage. Features, ABS brakes, a whole range of features we can add or remove as we need to. $1969 fastback. Right, next. So here's where we may add our photos. So I just happen to have a picture of a Mustang here, I think. Ford Mustang. Don't tell me I haven't. There's one there. This will be my primary image. We can add up to 3 more images in this case. Primary image being the image that will display in a listing situation. We can add more images here as required. It doesn't need to be just 3, it can be as many as we need. At this stage we preview. Make sure everything's okay, everything looks good, so we can confirm the listing. The listing is now live. So what you're seeing here is the TradeMe clone that I built some years ago. It's not skinned. This is the back end functionality. So now we'll switch to, actually we'll stay in the back end. I just need to show you how we can convert this listing into an auction. So what we have here is our we're in the My area now, which is your administration area, the user admin area. where they can perform a number of different functions. They can set up stores. Of course, they can make or edit listings. They can upload videos or edit them. My premium features is related to the features they want to purchase for the use of the website. Affiliate programs, things like that. Messages. Anyone who contacts you on the website can be managed here. Any contacts or any messages, you can reply and read your messages. Your watch list. You can edit your contact details and all the usual things that you'll find on most websites. So to the selling area, we've just created a listing Ford Mustang. So here it is, and here's the different things that you can do with this listing. You can create an auction, you can promote, you can edit the listing, you can sell a similar item. In this case, we're going to create an auction from this listing, because at the moment it's just a listing, not an auction. So to create the auction, we click on Create Auction, and we are presented with a number of fields that relate to the auction. So we'll start by adding a start price for the auction, $55,000. Reserve price, we can specify reserve, $55,000 in this case. $55,500, I should say. Buy now can be fixed $56,000. So we'll choose a fixed length of 7 days. You can choose an end time to specify the end time, and create the auction. Auction successfully created. So that's probably as far as I'm going to go right now. I can add a video to this auction if I want to by clicking this link here, but we've got a limited time, so I'm going to just switch over to the new website now, the sellyastuff branding. This is the skinning, how much I've done of it to date. As you can see, we have the main titles, e-stores, auctions, community. We can add more there as we need to, but at this point we're working on the auctions and e-stores mainly. So I have a listing of sample auctions that I've created here. The Mustang is not shown there. I'll just refresh the page so that we can see it. Hopefully that's come through. If it hasn't, no big deal. We can just look at another one. The Mustang has come through. There it is there. It's spelt wrong. Apologies for that. Ford should be. So let's click on that. Here is your detail page. So what we have here is the main image that we uploaded. It has the zoom feature on these images. At this stage we have no bids. The auction closes as we loaded it. We have a watch icon there for watching this auction. Start price. The start bid is shown there. That is the start price. So let's just place a bid here just to see what happens. Place a start bid. We're asked to confirm our bid of $55,000. The shipping arranged with seller or pickup. We can adjust these shipping attributes to what we need. It can be 2, it can be 3, depending on what the user wants to load their shipping methods as. They will have different requirements for shipping depending on the product. So we'll confirm our bid here, and it tells us the bid successful, you lead the bidding, and the reserve has been met. Right, so the bid history is shown here as well. So let's show you some of the other functionality by just going back to the auctions area and clicking on one that I've loaded previously, the Chev Bel Air here. Okay. Now, so when we created this auction, we checked the boxes, make it allow a cash offer or allow an exchange offer. And you can see in this case, these links are available for this particular auction. So I can make a cash offer. So let's go ahead and do that. I have not logged in. Have I logged in? Yes, I have. So I can proceed straight away. Let's make an offer of 60,000. I hope you like this offer. So send the offer. Cash offer has been sent. And straight away the screen displays the fact that I have offered $60,000 for this vehicle. So I can now no longer make another offer, but we can always change it if necessary. But in the way we've got it now, one offer per person per item. You can also make an exchange offer to exchange goods or services for the item. And in this case, we have another photo to show you again how the photos all line up, how they look quite nice. Okay, so that pretty much wraps up what we've got to date. The e-store is along a similar line as the auctions. Of course, these are just listings. There won't be any auction functionality related to these. So, for example, this Dodge Charger, instead of showing the auction quick bid panel, it just shows the price, the description, photos again. You wouldn't necessarily add this one to cart, but we can work on how we're going to, the functionality behind purchasing that. It would be more like a purchase, or contact the buyer, contact the seller. Okay, so what we have here is the categories all loaded into the database down to 3 levels. These are all the standard categories that you should find on most auction sites. Again, these can all be changed at the back end. So we have a MySQL back end, which you're seeing right now. Listings. This is all just test data. This is just to show you some of the tables that we have here. Quite a few there, just to make everything work at the back end. Car makes, car models. To show you that it's all dynamic. Everything loading here is all completely dynamic at this point. As I say, there's still a lot of skinning to do. A lot of the old site, a lot of the existing functionality that I built needs to be welded into the new look and feel, but we're getting there. Daily, it's progressing quite well. It's all here. It just needs to be basically reskinned, made to look nice, and I think we're doing pretty well so far. So